today I'm gonna be recreating this look that I found on Pinterest. It's like, I want to describe it as like a summer grunge. Basically that's how I want to look today. Like still summery, but a little bit of like darkness, but not like super autumnal. Basically I thought, like, as I am recreating this look that I found, I would give a few tips on what I do when I'm recreating something. This is the picture here, and I've had it saved for a while on Pinterest. I have been wanting to do it, but I don't know, I've just never got around to it. But today is the day, apparently. Basically, one of the major issues that I face when I'm recreating something is I will look at the picture at first and be like, cool, that's my plan, this is what I'm gonna do. And because I have like an idea of it in my head, I will just kind of go along with it, like not really paying as much attention to what I am wanting to be recreating. And then I'll finish the look and I like it, like it's still like it's got my own spin on it, but then I'll look at the inspo picture and I'm like, that's not really what I've done. So one of the ways that I kind of prevent that from happening is, this is so silly, I guess if you don't have this problem, this isn't really something that you would have to like focus on, but basically if you just like looking at the picture, note down like what you see and like what you think is important for the look to look like how it should. So if I look at this, I see high arched brows that are thin, white brow highlights. It looks fairly matte, I would say. There's not a lot of shading in the crease, so I think I would start with the lid colour. Normally I would go in with a transition shade and then into the crease with some of the major colours, but that doesn't really look like how they've approached this look, so I'd start with the lid colour. So that goes from being the green that's on the lid into like an orangey yellow hue, and then there is a bluish black smoked eyeshadow liner. It's not like too brown or anything, like it is fairly black, like more blue black. White in the waterline underneath the eye, and there is a tight black under eye shadow, which I think is fairly important. Then there's small lashes, so I guess you could put on lashes if you wanted to. I don't really think I would need it, or I could, but I don't really think I'm going to. Then there's quite pronounced bottom lashes, so if you're really wanting to properly recreate, you'd maybe go in with like tweezers and like get them to separate into little tiny spikes, how she has. And then looking at the lips, it's like a purplish lip liner that's not too faded out with the like lipstick, brownish pink lips, clear gloss, say a little bit of a shimmer, pronounced lip liner as I've said, and then like a pinky orange contour. Like I think honestly that could be a blush that she's contoured with. We shall see if I have something that I could use to look similar to that. I am now wondering, I do hope that I have a green that's that colour. Let me just have a look. Okay, yeah, I have something I can work with. Just starting out by like identifying the key components of the look that you're trying to recreate can be really helpful when it gets to like putting the whole look together, I find anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna prime my eyelid and then I'll get to it. I'm gonna brush through my brows. I think if I was really like, if I wanted to get this absolutely down to a T, I would either pluck my eyebrows, which I'm probably not going to do, or I would like try and cover the bottom part and like not fill them in at all, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I've gone in with quite a light shade on my eyes, which I think will lend itself for the white brow highlight. Basically I'm just gonna go straight in with that green colour. I think I'm gonna mix a couple of greens just to get the right shade. Let's see. That's the shade I have straight off. I just feel like it's maybe just a tad bit too green. Maybe if I add a little bit of yellow to it. See, I think that's better. So just packing that on, keeping it quite close to the lash line. Okay, that took a wee bit of mixing to get the right kind of green. Looks different on camera, but that's an issue for another day, I guess. I just mixed this green, put that down first, and then added a little bit of this yellow on top, just a little bit, and then kind of evened it out with this kind of transition shade, and that has created what's on my eyes. Now that that's on there, I'm gonna find a tight, like, crease brush, I guess, to add in what's kind of creating the outer V with that slightly darker colour. Really having to dig deep to find shades that would suit this, but it's all for good reason. Okay, I'm gonna delve back into a palette I haven't used in literally years, to the Modern Renaissance palette, to use this warm taupe colour, which is not how I would describe that colour, but here we are. That's fine, I guess. And I'm just placing that at first in the outer V, and then we'll see from there. Okay, I think that is the right kind of colour we're looking for. Don't be afraid to mix colours. I feel like that has really changed my outlook on the products I have. Like, I feel like you're like, oh my god, I need to buy this entire new palette because I don't have this one colour. Just mix with the ones you've already got. Like, it really changes the ability that you have with the makeup that you already own. Just trying to make sure it is the right shape. She does go out quite a bit, but I don't think that will suit my eye too much. So I'm just doing what I think will look the most similar but on my eye, if you know what I mean. Okay, I'm just gonna repeat this on the other eye. Okay, I think if I look really closely, there's a little bit of shading just in here. So I'm just gonna do that very lightly with a different brush. Maybe like this one. Okay, using an angled brush, I'm gonna lay down the first bit of black liner just across the lid, and then I will add a little flick afterwards. I'm gonna use just a regular black, and then I can add in any of the bluish undertones with a different colour afterwards. Trying to be more mindful of where my mirror is, because there's so often in editing where I'm literally just sitting like this, so I need to be more careful. And just adding a little flick onto the sides of each eye, and then that should be at least the top part of the eye pretty much done. Right, tricky part. There we go. A little wing. I really like it like this. I'm gonna keep it like this just now and see what it looks like with lashes, like once I've done my mascara, and then once that's done I can decide upon whether I'm gonna feather out a bit more. We'll see. Moving on to face, I'm gonna apply my foundation and then I'll come back to you because I feel like there's gonna be no difference with that. It looks fairly high coverage, so actually quickly I'm gonna add my white highlighter and then I'll just move on onto face. Okay, so that's me done my base, and I've found a collection of 3 products that I think would work, hopefully would work, to do the contour. So I have I have my Pesca blush. I feel like this could definitely be used as like a contour colour if you're wanting to contour with blush. I feel like it looks more orangey in person. That kind of just looks like a bronzer, but it is definitely a blush. Then I feel like I have a hair in my face somewhere. Then I have this blusher from MAC that I think could work just right in at the back. I used this in my first ever video where I like contoured with blush. Please get off my face, whatever that is. Okay. And then I have this bronzer as well. So I'm gonna start with the Pesca blush and then see where that takes me, because I don't have like something specifically that looks exactly like this that I could use. So we're just gonna have to get creative, I think. And I have a brush like this and I have a brush like this. So I'll start with this one, see how I feel, and then maybe I'll move to this one. I've mixed a little bit of the Physicians Formula bronzer in with the Pesca, and we'll see how this looks. That's not too bad. And I'm more like stamping on than anything else. Okay, I'll quickly do the other side. Okay, that's a good base, I feel, but I'm gonna add a little bit of this blush, just a tad, just the tiniest little bit, just to get that little, like, there's a little bit of pink just at the back of her, like, the bottom of her cheekbone. I think that's perfect, actually. Yes. And I'm just gonna go in with my Hourglass highlighter, because I don't feel like, she just has a little bit of a glow, but there's not too much to it. Now I'm gonna do my brows. I'm just gonna use a clear brow gel and make them thin, I guess. Don't normally do my brows all that thin, but we'll see. I think if they were just like this, they look so much darker, because normally I like brush them up and then over, but they're not really doing it. So I'm gonna do my under eye bit now with black. I'm gonna use this like tiny little brush to do the black and just keep it really tight underneath my eye. And then this line kind of ends, it doesn't go all the way under her eye as far as I can see. It's kind of like there. And then I'll do the white in my waterline. Okay, gonna see what I can do with this. Gonna do my mascara. What are we thinking? I feel like my face shape is definitely different from hers, so I feel like it looks very different. But I like this look overall. I saw a TikTok earlier today that was saying, it was talking about how colour is disappearing from the world, and like specifically in like Western cultures, colour is seen as like, it's not as valued, like it's not seen as professional, it's like informal, and like if you were to look at like home decor and like standard outfits that people wear, people don't wear colour as often or fill their homes with colour. So I really wanted to incorporate colour into whatever look I was doing today, just to kind of, you know, bring it back into regular wearing. Really interesting video though, so if I can find the person that made it, I'll put the thing here. Okay, and then moving on to lips, I guess. Got this colour maybe mixed with a little bit of this. I'll line it with this first. And then brownie pink color. Okay, and that's this look done. I think this is so pretty for like a nice, like a little bit of a different summer vibe. Definitely could like do it up a bit more, like lashes and such, but like for every day, not every day, but like for a nice like summer day, like it's quite nice because it's even got a little pop of colour, but it's a little bit more grungy. Yeah, oh, I haven't done my bottom lashes. I'm trying to be more mindful of where my mirror is. Need to be more careful. Yeah, like definitely a little bit different, but still has like summery colours and like a nice colourful vibe. After sitting with the look for a little while, I decided that I actually don't like the lips and I wanted to add lashes and things like that, so I did go back and change a couple things. However, I decided also to not say anything for like over 5 minutes of filming. So this is me keeping you in the loop because filming me decided just to be completely silent. So thank you. I'm just going to use this clear gloss to add the shimmer. I really didn't like the way that the lips looked. Like, I liked it, but it wasn't for this look. So I'm just trying again. I'm applying this with a brush because I don't want it to like budge the lipstick too much. I used the Ardell demi whispies. I just thought that they're not too much. They would just add a little bit of a flare on the outer corners of my eye. And then, I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but the glue and just generally applying eyelashes makes my eye water. And a lot of the time I try and keep the tear in my eye until I can get to a tissue or makeup wipe, and then I just like collect that little drop. It means that it doesn't roll down my face. Okay, does that make a difference? Maybe not enough of a difference to warrant me spending that amount of time to put them on, but I think that's okay. I can add a little bit more of this blusher because I feel like it'll look nicer. Am I okay? Okay, I think that looks much better for whatever reason. Sometimes towards the end of a look, just going back over the things you've already done and like touching them up can really make the biggest difference, I feel. Do I think that's everything? Yeah, that's better for the brows, I think. Adding a little bit of cool. Okay, and I think that is the look complete. If someone knows what to do with my hair, like how should I cut it? What length should it be? Because this is way too long, but like what do I do with it? It's just like, just hangs there. I hate it. But anyway, I think that completes this recreation. I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. I think I got the colours pretty good, to be fair, and I like these lips a lot more than I like the others. Did you notice that I went out for a walk in the middle of doing this video? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, we'll see. But yeah, the lashes make a difference. I think going back over the black just to really give it some oomph, giving my brows a bit of a tint. Yeah, I think that makes like a world of difference. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this recreation and maybe you can also give it a try. Also let me know if there's any other looks that you would like me to recreate. Actually, I have these blushers, which are like a liquid blush. One looks like this and the other, okay, so let me know whether you would like to see me use these because I got them ages ago, but I haven't haven't thought of a way to use them yet or like incorporate them into a look. So let me know what you're thinking. Oh my god, this orange, wow. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.